Every game's a battle, and I think that we're just happy that we have a home game the first round. It was good to, like we talked about, just get a better seed by beating Penn, so now we're just focused on Hopkins.
Now, what does this Hopkins team bring? You guys already faced them once this year, and then you had them at the same exact time last year, so you guys have a little revenge in mind and to try to sweep them on the season?
Yeah, I think that, especially on the offensive end for them, they can catch you sleeping, so it's just about being extra attentive in our preparation this week.
Bouncing off of that, how big is it facing a familiar foe in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's there's a revenge factor as we played them in the exact same game last year. But I think we have confidence in winning the regular season, especially at home one, and now we get to play at home, so I think we're pretty confident.
Yeah, going off that, I mean, you beat this team in the regular season 16-15 in overtime. Last year in the regular season you won 11-10 in overtime. They came here, won 14-8. What's the difference, coming in? It's almost like the same exact scenario. How do you sort of, do that this season?
I think that whenever we play them, it's sort of like a back and forth game, and it's all about just like finishing. I thought, even though we were down by 2 in the regular season this year, we came back and finished the game, where last year in the playoffs we sort of let them finish out the game.
Has there been a lot of talk about the Stanwicks in preparation for this and kind of containing them?
Yeah, no more than just when we talk about our regular matchups every week. So we obviously know their abilities. So, but we don't like make any extra emphasis just because their last name.
How much does momentum play a factor into this? You guys, are coming off a win over Georgetown. They've won 5 straight. Is momentum something that is prevalent in lacrosse, or is that not? Is it just something we talk about and it's not really there?
I think it definitely is in the regular season. I just think that once playoff starts, anything can happen. So we're not taking them lightly, and they have been playing really well lately. So we just want to get out there and get the win.
You guys are, one of 5 ACC teams that was seeded in this tournament. Does this just speak to how difficult it is to play in the ACC, and how does that prepare you for the NCAA tournament?
Right. I think a lot of it had to do with just the strength of schedule in the ACC, and even though we didn't get any wins in the ACC this year, I thought that they were obviously some of the toughest teams. So in my mind, I sort of see Hopkins just as another one of those conference games, since we have such a big rivalry with them. So I was excited when we got them.
We were pretty excited. It was a really good game against them last time, and it was a really fun one to play in. So we're excited just to be in the playoffs and to get it going.
And how much more, obviously there's a lot on the line in this one, more so than the regular season, but is that something that you guys are focusing on, that this is now win or go home?
As a senior, yeah, that's what I'm kind of focused on. But as a team, I mean, we take every game into consideration. We played a lot of really good teams this year, so we have to bring it every week. So I don't think it'll be too much of a difference.
How much better is it to get them at home this year, or at home now?
It'll be fun. One more chance to play on Klockner. I'm excited about it. I think everybody's excited about it.
This scenario kind of played out last year. You beat this team in overtime, and then you get them here. In the first round they beat you, but this year again you beat them in overtime. What do you do differently to avoid that? The loss in the first round.
I think we just got to come to practice, ready to play every day. We've been doing a good job of it so far, and we just got to keep it up.
What stands out to you about them is maybe some keys to the game?
They got a really smart attack. I think Wells and Shaq are really 2 smart players, and then they have Ryan Brown who can shoot the ball. So I think our defense just has to stay under control and stick to the game plan.
Coach Starzer said the personnel for both these teams is the same kind of as when you first met, but they've sort of evolved a little bit. Can you speak on that a little bit more, and how did you approach them?
I think both teams have evolved a lot. I think we've gotten a lot of younger guys have gotten a lot more experience. I'm sure they've gotten a lot better. They've been playing together a lot longer, so it'll be a good game, and I think both teams having a lot more experience will make a big difference.
You guys are one of 5 ACC teams that was seeded in this tournament. Obviously, that speaks to the difficulty of playing in the ACC. How does that schedule prepare you for the NCAA tournament?
It helps a lot. I mean, we see some of the best teams in the country week in and week out, so I think that'll just help us prepare, and we know how to prepare for those types of teams.
And momentum, you guys are coming off a win over Georgetown. They come in here winning 5 straight. Do you guys sort of believe in momentum, and how does momentum work in lacrosse?
Yeah, I think the momentum we have right now is just building confidence in our team and in the younger guys, and I think everybody's really feeding off of that in practice and in the workouts and stuff like that. So that kind of confidence could go a long way for us.
You know, since your guys' national championship in 2011, the tournament's been a little bit of a struggle. I think you only have one win since then in the tournament. How hard are wins to come by this time of year?
I mean, they're tough. I mean, I think you just got to stick to what we've been doing all year, and I don't think we really have to change much. So just got to stick to the game plan, I think.
Do you think guys ever get caught up in the moment because it is the tournament, maybe feel a little added pressure to make a play here and there?
I'm sure there'll be some more nerves than usual, but I think it'll be all right. It won't be too big of a deal.